Hi guys, it's me cooking with cousin Mel, and it is I, Mel. What I'm making for you today is a crock pot chicken pot pie, or I guess it would be or chicken and dumplings too, I guess. So it's either one, whatever way you look at it. So what I'm doing first is I just cut up my onion. I'm going to put that in the bottom of my crock pot. And I just did it in chunks, not overly big, but not too small. So I just cut up a very large onion and I'm laying that in my crock pot. Oh, the onions make me cry. Oh, okay. So then oh, I am just going to grab my chicken. So now I'm going to take my chicken and I'm just going to lay that on top of my onions in the crock pot. There. And I'm just going to wash my hands again. So now that our chicken is in the crock pot, I have a can of cream of celery and a can of cream of chicken. So I have a bowl and I'm going to add cream of chicken or my cream of celery and my cream of chicken. I got that done. Okay. So now I'm going to add here. I don't have fresh parsley, so I'm just going to use the dried stuff I have. And I'm going to use 1 tablespoon. Tablespoon. Okay. And then I'm going to add 1 teaspoon of poultry seasoning. Okay. Poultry seasoning. 1 teaspoon. Okay. And then I'm going to add some salt and pepper. I'm going to use for salt. It's just a taste, so I'm not going to use very much because the um, soup has lots of salt and pepper as well, just to taste. Okay. And mix that around. You want to make sure it's well mixed. So I'm trying to get out all the clumps that I can get out. So So then I'm going to take it and I am going to pour this all over my chicken. Okay. I poured that all over my chicken. Just making sure everything is covered. Okay. And then I'm going to get um, 2 cups of chicken broth. I know I have chicken broth because I just bought some. So I'm going to take my 2 cups of chicken broth. I'm going to give that a shake. I like shaking it up before I use it. Okay, so there's one. Now, if you want to use low sodium, you can. And there's my 2 cups of chicken broth. So now I'll put the top on. And I'm going to let that go on high for 5 hours. So I got it on high for 5 hours. So right now on the side, I have 2 cups of mixed vegetables, just frozen. So I have to thaw them out. And I'm going to check this in probably about 4 hours. If it's ready, then I'll come back on and we'll continue on what we have to do. If it's not, but I think on the safe side, I'm just going to go with 5 hours and then we'll continue on with that because everybody's crock pots are different. So, and we want to make sure we get it right. So we'll let it go for 5 hours and then I'll be back. All right, guys, it's on for probably about, it's on for about 4 hours and 45 minutes. So what I'm going to do now is I got country biscuits and I'm going to take this ring off them. I hate that part. Scares the piss out of me. So I'm going to take them out. Now you can use Homestyle, you can use Buttermilk, whatever you like. So what we're going to do is you can roll them flat. I'm just going to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I got 10, but it comes with 8. So I'm just going to kind of go a little bit round with them. I'm not going to go too flat with them. So I'll put you down. So then we're going to cut them in strips of 4. And we'll take another one. If you want to roll them out, that's fine. I'm just going to do it this way. It's a little bit quicker. And again, 1, 2, 3, 4. So your 8 biscuits, just roll them into strips of 4. Because what we're going to do is we're going to add them to our crock pot. And they are going to be our dumplings. So it's going to be very, very easy. And you do this probably when you have another hour of cooking time left, hour and a half. So I'm going to get these done, and then I'll come right back because I am going to take my chicken out. I know it's usually put these in, then take the chicken out, but I want to get my chicken out and a little bit shredded. But I'll see. Maybe I'll just leave it and do it the way sometimes I do it. Sometimes I do it that way, sometimes I do it another way. All depends. Just that if I turn around and leave it, shred the chicken at the end, it'll break the dumplings up a little bit. So they're not stuck together. So maybe I'll do it that way, just in case you guys want to do it that way. And you can see what I'm talking about. All right, so I'm going to get these cut up, and I'll be right back. Well, I got them cut up. I'm going to take the top off of this, which I hate to do, but I am going to do it. And I'm just going to give it a little stir around. Just kind of mix everything up there. Okay. So I'll just turn these a little bit so you can see. So I'm just going to take my strips and lay them in my pan. And I'm going to try and do this as quick as possible, because then it just adds heating time to our crock pot. But that's okay. My son won't be home for supper, so I can wait till he gets home. So I'm just placing these all around. Like I said, it doesn't matter if they stick together because you are going to be taking the chicken out and it will break them up a little bit. So there, I got them in there. Put my lid back on. Once the lid comes back on, we are not going to take it off. It's going to be on for at least, it's going to be on for at least an hour, hour and a half. And then I'm going to take my chicken out, shred it up, and put it back in. And I am having this with some mashed potatoes. So I will be back in just a little bit. Guys, I hate to do this, but one thing I forgot to do was add my 2 cups of vegetables. So I have to add them now. And they were supposed to go in first. And then my strips were supposed to go on top. So I made a little boo-boo there, but I'm just putting in my veggies now. But I will have the recipe for you, so they're in there now, and fingers crossed that I didn't ruin anything. So I'll be back in just a bit. Okay, so I am taking the top off. My dumplings are done, but what I'm going to do is I'm going to take the chicken. I'm taking my chicken out and shred it up. I'm just going to find the chicken. Oh, there's a piece. And I'm just doing this in a bowl. Oh, there's another piece. Now I just used 3 pieces, but if you want to use 4 pieces, go ahead. So while that's doing that, I'm just going to put the top on it to keep it warm. And I have my, and I'm just going to shred up the chicken. And it's not going to take much to shred it because it's just so moist. Very, very moist. Yes, I know you hear your brother home. So see what I'm just shredding the chicken. Could have just used one fork because it's that tender and moist. You got water. Okay. Now you can shred it as much as you want. Big chunks, little chunks, it's your own preference. I think that's good for me, as you can see. So I am going to add it back into my pot. I've got it in there, and I'm just going to give it a stir around. It's breaking up my dumplings a little bit. Now, if you find it too watery, you can make a slurry. I was going to, but I'm not going to bother because this will probably be really good the next day. So I am not going to, I'm not going to bother thickening it up any, and I am having it with potatoes. So I'm just going to leave that on for probably another half hour or so, and it will be ready to eat. So that'll give me time to get my potatoes going. So I'll see you in just a few minutes. Hey guys, so I got my potatoes done. I'm gonna get my son to put that back in the fridge. And I'm gonna show you here what it looks like. Smells delicious. So I'll take some out, put you down so you can see. So I got dumplings, and I got chicken and veggies. I'm gonna grab some more dumplings. I hope you get to give it a try. Put the top back on it. Give it a quick little. That's really good. Hot. I hope you get to give it a try. If you do, please let me know. And don't forget to check out my cousin Jerry on Cooking with Neighbors. And we'll see you again.